Hey everybody, my name is Ben Munson. I've been in banking and personal finance for over a decade, and I want to tell you guys today how to think like a rich person. I've seen it all through my years in banking. I've seen the haves and the have-nots, and people who have money just think differently than people who don't. And that's what I want to talk about today. So there are lots of things that people track nowadays. They track their fitness, they track their calorie intake, but a lot of times I don't see people tracking their finances. They don't track the money that they spend, they don't track the assets that they're accumulating. And that's one of the things that rich people do, is they track what they're spending and the assets that they have. And so right here we have a typical American, okay? And this right here is a balance sheet. So on this side we have our assets, and on this side we have our liabilities. So what you own and what you owe. So think about this for yourself, okay? And sort of visualize your own assets and liabilities here. So this person has a house that they live in, they have a car, an IRA, they have some cash in the bank, a little side business, and they also have a rental property. So what I want to talk about is the assets on here, and we want to look at two things. Are they increasing or decreasing in value? And are they putting money in your pocket or taking money out of your pocket every month? So are they appreciating, and are they producing cash flow? So a house, we look at a house that you live in, it increases in value, but you got to make a payment on it every month, so it takes money out of your pocket. It's an expense, monthly expense to you. Your car decreases in value and takes money out of your pocket every month. So that's not an asset that we won't have a lot of on our balance sheet. Obviously you need a car, but you don't want a lot of those types of assets on your balance sheet. An IRA increases in value, and I would argue it's cash flow neutral. It's not putting money or taking money out of your pocket every month. Sure, you have to put money in there, but that's money you can use later to cover expenses. Cash is pretty neutral. It's not increasing or decreasing and not taking money or putting money in your pocket. Pretty neutral there. These last two here are ones that I really want to concentrate on. And so a lot of you probably have a side business that you're doing. Maybe you're working a full-time job and you have a side business. Well, think about that business. It's generating you some cash flow, and it's increasing in value as your revenues increase and as you become more profitable. So a business is a great asset because it's increasing in value and it's putting money in our pockets every single month. A great asset to have on our balance sheet. A rental house is producing another stream of income. So you'll see this person probably has 3 streams of income here. They have their normal job that they work, they have a side business that they're running, and they have a rental property. And that's another thing that rich people do, is they create multiple streams of income. And so this rental house right here, this is increasing in value and is putting money in our pockets every single month. And rental real estate, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to build wealth over time, because you get to appreciate it, and I can talk about more about that later, maybe in another series. You get the appreciation and you get the cash flow from the real estate, so it's one of the best assets in my opinion. And again, remember, it's all about multiple streams of income and finding things that are increasing in value and putting money in our pockets every month. So that's the asset side, and that's how to think like a rich person when accumulating assets. Now, when borrowing money, the liability side of it, how to think like a rich person here. Now, a mortgage, obviously, even if you rent it somewhere, rent is still going to take money out of your pocket every month. So a mortgage is not necessarily a bad debt because it's on something that's increasing in value, and we're going to have to live somewhere anyway. So not necessarily a bad debt to have. A car loan, this is decreasing in value and it's taking money out of your pocket every month. So I would argue having a car loan is not a smart idea. Borrowing money on things that are decreasing and taking money out of your pocket every month is not a smart idea. And that's not how rich people think. So I would say a car loan, let's get that off. We're trying to get this guy to think like a rich person here. Credit cards, this is debt on consumption. So there's no asset backing it up. There's no cash flow being generated from it. Strike that one off. Credit card debt, one of the worst debts you can have, in my opinion. Student loans, these are interesting, and because if you get the right degree, it can increase your income significantly, and a student loan is a way for you to get that degree. So it's almost like investing in yourself and getting a loan on yourself. Now, obviously you have to do it the right way and make sure you're going to a college you can afford and studying a degree that actually can be applied. But this is not necessarily a bad debt right here. This rental property right here is going to have a mortgage on it as well. And obviously it's increasing in value and putting money in our pockets. Not a bad debt to have. That and the business debt. So even if you had, let's say, a business loan, this wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing because it's on an asset that's appreciating and putting cash flow in the pocket. So this is how rich people think and accumulate wealth over time. They think in 10, 20-year blocks rather than days and weeks. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But Ben Munson, again, I've been in banking and finance for over a decade, and I was happy to present this to you.